Hi there, it's Ashley. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping by. During our visits together, I hope to empower and encourage you to get up every time you get knocked down and to live the ultimate vision that you have for your life. No matter who you are, where you're from, what you believe or don't believe, or what you look like, you can do it. You can have a full, happy, satisfying life, and you are always welcome here. In my last video, I talked about figuring out what you want the ultimate vision of your life to look like, whether it's just for today or for long term, and how to get there when you finally have that vision. And in this video, I'd like to talk about the middle. You know, pain is a part of life. Birth and growth and love cost you something. So how do you enjoy life or just get through each day once you've figured out what you'd like your life to look like? Until that actually becomes a reality. How do you survive the middle part when life is hard and you don't see anything changing, when there's pain and loss and waiting and growth? It's okay to use the eraser and to scratch things out and to leave things and people behind. We have seasons of life, and some things, some people, some jobs, some places that we live are only for that season. Even the Bible talks about this, that everything has its season and its time in Ecclesiastes 3:1-8. Life and death, pain and healing, breaking down and building up, everything. If you're not a Christian, if you're an atheist, if you have different spiritual beliefs, or if you don't have any spiritual beliefs, look at the earth and the seasons that it goes through. Dying in winter, rebirth in the spring, everything has a season, even pain. Things will get better, even when it seems so dark, so hopeless, so empty. New life will eventually be birthed, and you'll be stronger and more resilient because of that. And you can be proud of yourself for surviving it, and know that I'm telling you all of these things while I'm telling myself these things also. I really am there with you all. When one season ends, we need to move on to the next season. I think this process of letting go of what's not serving you well and letting in what can serve you well will help you get unstuck if you feel trapped and you don't know what to do next or where to go next. It's helping me to do that. Yes, it is work and it's effort and it does take time, but all of the tears and all of the pain of facing things that I needed to face and then letting them go has helped me tremendously. I still have a lot to do and a lot to learn and a lot to let go of, and just a lot, but we all have to start somewhere. And yes, it sucks. It's ugly. It's unpleasant. It's horrible sometimes, but we can do it. I know you all can do it. We're all human. We can do it together. I talked about diamonds in a previous video and how they're simple carbon atoms that survive enormous pressure to become something new and stronger. Well, those same diamonds look like crap before they've been polished. Have you ever seen a raw diamond? They have no beauty. They are not stunning. They have no sparkle at all. Yes, they've been transformed into a mighty substance, but they aren't finished transforming into their full potential until they've been polished. Yes, that polishing, that sanding and harsh treatment, it brings out the brilliance, as it's called, in a diamond. Diamonds have brilliance within them, but it has to be forced out. Remind yourself of that when life sucks. When nothing is going right, when you don't have any fight left in you, you have no motivation to move forward anymore towards your end goal. It's those times when the middle has gotten overwhelming and you're weary. Be a diamond, be brilliant, be the amazing human being that you already are. Let the tough times and the incredibly difficult things that happen bring out your brilliance so that you can shine like a perfectly cut diamond. If you've ever shopped for a diamond or know someone who has, you probably know that diamonds have what is called brilliance. Brilliance is the light that a diamond commands by the cuts that it has had imposed onto it, by the polishing that it has gone through, by the bad stuff that has happened to it that makes it brilliant and brings out the light inside of it. So don't let the fear of the polishing of the pain of life stop you. Yes, we've all dealt with horrible pain. I'm asking you all today to not let the fear of that pain happening again stop you from taking another chance with anything, with love or a new business, or being who you are at your core, whatever it is that is important to you. I'm making an effort to do that myself. After watching my parents suffer, fighting Parkinson's disease and leukemia and terminal cancer, and not being able to fix anything or do anything to make it better, after watching them suffer because they saw each other suffering, the idea of ever being in love again, of being in a relationship, of trying something new in life is not something that I want to do. But, I realized that I'd rather take the chance and be open to all of those things and live than to never feel anything again, but to feel neutral or numb. Yes, the lows suck. They can be horrible, terrible, but the highs can be wonderful and amazing and make the lows worth it. Like starting this YouTube channel, it's terrifying putting myself and all of the junk of my life out there, but it's really been worth it. It's helping me to find myself so that I can someday in the future try something else and put myself out there for whatever that is and see what happens, It's worth it if it gives someone hope for their life. Small steps, which I hope that you will take too. Stay focused on your end goal in life and also on the smaller steps to get there. I think it's useful to write a list of those small steps, figure out a rough estimate of how much time each one might take, and then add them to a calendar. Amazon has some really neat calendars like these. This one is a 10-year calendar, and this one is a 5-year calendar. They didn't cost much. These long-range calendars can really help you to see the future more clearly. And, you can also look at them when the middle is miserable, and, you can literally see how long you have to go until the next small step, and also how much you've already accomplished. And, there's something about writing things down that just seems important, at least I think so. Maybe I'm old school, I don't know. But these are just really neat. Like, you've got, like the 10-year calendar has, just 2 pages with 1 month on it. And this one, the 5-year calendar, same thing. It's just 2 pages of 1 month. And, these are really great. Realize that as your ultimate vision for your life changes, the smaller steps are going to change too. So, don't let it be set in stone and stress over it, with changing dates and small goals, because change is a good thing. It means growth. Yes, it means pain and suffering to get there, but it means that you're figuring out what is working and what is not working. Be proud of that effort. With a calendar, you can have sort of a roadmap to see where you're going and see how long it should take you to get there so that you can stay on track a lot easier. I'm doing this myself and I am learning as I go. It's all been a really big learning process. My sincere hope is that you will try something new too and see where it leads. We can take that journey together because, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing and where I'm going, and I'm gonna keep putting it out there on this channel. My dad always said that you can never say I love you enough, and to make sure that the people you care about know that you love them. He didn't hear it growing up, so he said it to everybody. I know that it feels good to hear that. So I want you all to know that I love you all, no matter who you are, where you're from, what you believe or don't believe, or what you look like. And I know that my dad loves you all too. You need to love you as well. Love is powerful. It can change our lives. It can change other people's lives. It can change the world. We have to love ourselves. We have to stop hating ourselves, feeling bad about things, feeling guilty or ashamed of things that have happened because they're in the past, and we need to move on to the next season of our lives. And then we can figure out what we want, what we don't want, and move forward in that direction. I hope that this message has been useful to you today. As my favorite quote reads by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, "What is my life if I'm no longer useful to others?" I also hope that you will take the time to think about what you want from life, both right now and in the future, and to continue to pursue those things. You are worth that effort, and you are worth that time. And I hope that you will continue to hold on to hope and walk through the seasons of life, finding joy and happiness at intervals along the way. Be a diamond. Show the world your brilliance. And remember that no matter how difficult life gets, we all can get through it, and we can take this journey together. Thank you very much for visiting. I hope to see you again soon.